Welcome to Deep River Farm. Just thought we'd walk down to the water's edge this evening and let you take a look at this sunset that's taking place. There's absolutely no wind. It's a little humid this evening, as it is always in the mid-Atlantic and southeast. No wind, calm waters. Fish are jumping a little bit here, a little bit there. School of minnows just came up to the shore. Our quails you hear them crowing. Chickens is gone to roost. Collected 16 eggs, and we just taking a check around the water this evening. Very, very peaceful. Very peaceful. It's nice to live out in the country where you ain't got any neighbors and so forth. And you've probably wondered how we get houses and stuff in our videos. Well, they come from our where our actual residence is at, and we grow a 23-bed raised bed garden at our house, and then here on the farm we raise our chickens and our quail, and then we also have the in-ground garden that we have. And but we're looking at doing some fencing here at Deep River Farm, and got our T-post in, and we're looking at going down through there and putting some woven wire up, some goat fencing, and fence this off and get it where we can fence this in for some goats. Cut down on some of this mowing. Just too much to mow. And we can get it all the way down here and let them get in here and eat. But that way won't be so much to do, and then they can keep these woods clean. That way we won't have to weed eat the woods so much. Do that in June every year. And they can keep that clean and so forth, and we can put our goat shed on over here, and they can get down in here and keep everything clean. But especially up through here where we got all this mowing to do and everything, and we can run our fence around there. It'll also help keep our chickens in, and the goats can they can run around with the goats if we can do this. Much as it costs for fencing right now, and 300 feet don't go very far. Sounds like a lot, but it just don't go far. And while we're over here, I want to show you what we've done. If you remember back several videos back, we talked about we're going to start carrying some stuff on the channel that is anything that you pretty much do on the farm. Well, one of the things that we do here on the farm is deer hunt, turkey hunt, fish, and target practice and things like that. But what we've built back here is a deer feeder. This is called a feeding station. So we wanted to show this, what this looks like. And this is what we're going to feed the deer out of. Now this has been out here about 2 weeks, and this is big enough for deer to stick his head in with a big rack and be able to eat some corn out of it and so forth. So we're letting them get used to it, and then we're gonna start throwing some corn in here on it. But I thought you might want to see the feeding station and see how this works out. We're gonna mount a deer camera back there where you see that silver tube. We've been feeding them out of that, and that'll hold 40 pounds of corn, that tube will. It's a 8-inch cylinder, spot welded with a lid on it. And it will hold 40 pounds, and that's about it. But we're gonna mount a camera either on this tree or on that tree right there. And that one may be a little close. So it may be this tree right here that we mount it on. But that way we can see what comes into the feeder. And then whatever comes into the feeder, we're gonna be posting it on the community tab here on the YouTube channel, Deep River Farm. I appreciate you joining us this evening as we've took a walk around the place and looked at some stuff and watched the sunset and so forth. We just pulled up a bunch of tomato plants in the garden and getting it ready for beets and cabbage, carrots, and so forth for this fall. And that's something we'll look forward to. We've got a lot of pinto beans stored up for hard times. So we're thinking about making us a crock pot of pinto beans and having some beets and some onions, all that stuff out of the garden. So I appreciate you joining us. We've also put up some squash. We may have some fried squash. And of course our okra is still coming in and will until the frost. So we'll be able to get more okra. I appreciate you joining us today. I hope everyone has a blessed day.